at the office water cooler, at the Friday night fish fry, at that Facebook page staring at you from your laptop, or the dining room filled with family for Sunday supper. In these plain-spoken places, it isn't legislation, it isn't a lawsuit that moves us forward. It is our stories that we tell about our lives. Our equality won't be achieved here, but far from this lawn, far from this Capitol, far from this symbolic place. Our equality is born in living rooms, on blogs, on baseball diamonds, and on your work break. One by one, story by story, we help families, friends, and strangers understand our aspirations and our barriers. Because you see, they don't know our barriers. They don't know that in 29 states, if you're gay, lesbian, or bisexual, you can be fired on your job. They don't know that in 38 states, you can be fired for being transgender. They don't know that 4 times more likely if you're a gay teen, you're going to commit suicide because of the bullying and the violence that you face. They don't know. They don't understand that we pay our taxes. They don't understand that it's doing that we have a right to Social Security benefits and pensions, but we can't get them. They don't understand that we need them for our families. Our own stories, told every day to the people who need to hear them the most. It is the most impactful way of winning our equality. And it is how we will finally marshal this nation towards fulfilling its promise and our dreams. Not a bold campaign pledge from a candidate or an unmet promise from a president. No one in this city will ever be our savior. And all of the wishing and the hoping and the dreaming and the waiting will not make it so. For those who have journeyed from other places, look back to where you came from. That is your answer. There lies our equality. That is how we will achieve the democracy envisioned by our founders and promised every time we pledge one nation under God with liberty and justice for all. For all. As a child, you learned what America meant the day you were taught the words in our nation's history, that these truths are self-evident, that all people were created equal with unalienable rights to life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness. We're taught that in our America. And today we reflect on those hallowed words and ask with humility and in patience, doesn't all people mean us too? Doesn't all mean all? We believe that in our America and in our nation. If you ask these questions, if you tell your story, if you lead your life steadfast in valuing and respecting everyone, and asking only of others that they do the same for us. In America, we call that progress. That is how America works. You see, it's like a story. Once you've told it, you can't untell it. Progress. Once you've helped somebody realize you've changed their heart and their mind, that's progress. You can't undo it. That's the story of America, a never-ending journey towards greater inclusion. Progress. And it won't be easy, and I suspect you all know that. That's why you're here on this remarkable day in this storied city. But don't look here for the answer. No politician will be our Messiah. What we have is ourselves and our allies and our stories. But in America, with these things, that's always been enough. Thank you.